Good morning, children. Welcome to class 7 science. Once again, children, in a previous video, we were discussing about chapter 4 heat revision. Okay, means we'll revise all the lesson what we have discussed till now because you have periodic test 2 in the next month, so that's why we'll revise all the lesson what we have discussed, and the update and information regarding your exam you will get soon in your 7th standard group. Okay, so children, in this video we will cover the question answer of chapter 4 heat. Okay, because the important terms and the content of this chapter we have discussed already. So in this video we will cover the question answer. Okay, but before question answer we want to recall the important points of this chapter once again. Children, heat, that is a form of energy. Okay, heat is a form of energy. Temperature is a degree of hotness or coldness. Temperature can be measured by use of thermometer. Okay, children, a very important question, that is, what are the units of temperature? So the units of temperature are degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. Okay, these are the units of temperature. But do you know what is the SI unit of temperature? The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, now after that we also discussed about the thermometer. Thermometer, that is a device which are used to measure the temperature. Okay, it is of two types: clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Clinical thermometer, that used in clinics. Laboratory thermometer, that used in labs, laboratory. Okay, children, I want to give one more information to you, that is, I will make a video of laboratory. Okay, in the video I will define the practical syllabus in front of you. Practical means whatever the activity we have, we are going to perform when school reopen. Okay, so which material or which instrument, which glassware we will use in that kind of activity, I will show in front of you very soon. Okay, I will make a video of the laboratory and share with you in the 7th standard group. Okay, so clinical thermometer, that is used in clinics. Laboratory thermometer, that used in laboratory. Clinical thermometer, that used to measure the body temperature. Laboratory thermometer, which are used to measure the temperature of solution, boiling water. Okay, and children, a difference we also have in the question, similarities and differences, that we also discuss about that. In this chapter we also discussed about transfer of heat. Transfer of heat, that is, heat is transferred from hotter region to the colder region. Okay, from hot part to the cold part. So the three methods are there for transfer of heat. We already discussed about that. The first one, that is conduction. Conduction is the method of transfer of heat in which heat is transferred from hotter region to the colder region in solids. Okay, is called conduction. Next, convection. Convection is the method of transfer of heat in which heat is transferred from hotter region to the colder region. Okay, example, liquid, gases. Next, that is radiation. Radiation is the process in which heat is transferred from hotter region to the colder region without any medium. Okay, without any medium, heat can easily transferred. For example, sun to the earth. Okay, the sunlight coming to the earth without any medium. Okay, like the heat from the bulb is spread in the room without any medium. These are the example of the radiation. Okay, these we have discussed. So children, you also learned the keywords of this chapter. You also learned the summary of this chapter. Okay, or you do one thing, you take your rough notebook, write the summary and try to learn. Write the keywords and in front of them write their definition. Okay, so we'll start the question answer now. See, first, the first question, that is, state similarities and differences between the laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. Okay, difference and similarities in laboratory and clinical thermometer. So similarity, that is, in both thermometer, mercury, okay, mercury is running in the capillary tube. Okay, the one similarity, that is, in both thermometer mercury is found, and the second similarity is, that is, both thermometer are used to measure the temperature. Okay, so these are the two similarities between clinical and laboratory thermometer. Okay, now difference, that is, the clinical thermometer have kink. Okay, it is near the bulb, a kink is there. The role of kink, that is, to falling of temperature, prevent falling of temperature. So in clinical thermometer, kink is found, kink is there, but in laboratory thermometer the kink is absent. Okay, so the first difference, that is, kink is present in clinical thermometer and kink is absent in laboratory thermometer. Okay, next difference, that is, the range of laboratory thermometer is very high in comparison of the clinical thermometer. Okay, do you know what is the range in the laboratory thermometer? Minus 10 degree Celsius to the 110 degree Celsius. It is the range of laboratory thermometer, and clinical thermometer have range from 35 degree Celsius to the 42 degree Celsius. So that's why we can say that laboratory thermometer is very high range in comparison of the clinical thermometer. Okay, next question, that is, give two examples each of conductors and insulator. Okay, example of conductor and insulators. So conduction we have studied. Insulator, do you know about that? Conductor are those material which are allowed to light, allow light to pass through them. Okay, which are allow light to pass through them. So conductors, that is, steel, copper, iron, these are the example of the conductors. Okay, insulator, those material which do not allow the light to pass through them is called insulators. Example: plastic, wood, thermocol. Okay, is that clear about conductors and insulators? Conductors, I repeat once again, conductors are allow light to pass through them. Example: steel, copper. Insulator, which do not allow light to pass through them. Example: plastic, wood. Okay, very simple, very easy. In class 6 you also discussed about the conductors and insulator. Okay, clear? Next some fill-ups are there. In first fill-ups you can see there, the hotness of an object is determined by its temperature. Okay, hotness or coldness both are measured by its temperature. Okay, second, temperature of boiling point. Temperature of boiling water cannot be measured by clinical thermometer because it is measured by the laboratory thermometer. Okay, so that's why we can write here, it cannot be measured by clinical thermometer. Okay, boiling water temperature we only measure by laboratory thermometer. Okay, next, temperature is measured in degree Celsius basically. Okay, so basically we can measure the temperature in degree Celsius. Okay, you have seen that in newspaper and the TV channels, that is when they speak about the temperature they always use the degree Celsius, not degree Fahrenheit. Okay, only in certain cases, like if we are checking our body temperature, so we oftenly use degree Fahrenheit, but generally we use degree Celsius to measure the temperature. Okay, next, a cold steel spoon is dipped in cup of hot milk. It transfer heat to its other end by the process of conduction. Why? Because in solid, conduction is takes place. Okay, solid, that is conduction. So steel spoon, that is a solid thing. So that's why the transfer of heat takes place by the conduction. Next, clothes of black colors absorb heat better than the light color. Okay, children, if you wear the black color clothes, then it absorbs the heat as compared to the light color. Okay, next, number 4, discuss why wearing more layer of clothing during winter keep us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing. So children, answer that is, in winter if there is more than one layer of clothes, then air will be trapped in the clothes. Okay, air will trap in the clothes and we feel warm. So that's why in winter we wear more layer of clothes. Okay, air trap in the clothes and we feel warm. Okay, this increase the insulation and thus become more comfort to us. Okay, next, a figure is there. In the figure we have to mark the transfer of heat, conduction, convection or radiation. Okay, see in the diagram, you can see a figure 4.2. Water is boiling there on the flame. So the flame, that is radiation. Why radiation? because it doesn't require any medium, it provide heat. Okay. Second, you can see a pot there, so the pot, that is conduction because it is solid. Okay. And convection in water, why convection in water? Because convection occur in water. So the flame, that is radiation, pot, that is conduction, and the water in the pot, that is convection. Okay, clear? Any problem? Next, I think it's the last question, that is, in places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of the house painted white. Hot climate, okay, in hot climate we have seen that the house painted white. Why? Because the white color reflect more heat and absorb less heat. Okay, the white color reflect more heat and the white color absorb the less heat. So that's the reason the outside wall is painted white. Okay, clear? So children, the question answer we have covered in this video. Chapter 4 revision we have done. We will meet in the chapter 5 revision. Okay, thank you.